Welcome to another edition of LRMania Reviews, and tonight I'm here to review the June 19th, 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw, which is going to start with Roman Reigns in the ring to announce his SummerSlam plans. So I'm guessing Braun Strowman returns. I've read some rumors it could be a big name. I'm hearing WWE wants to bring a lot of former stars, past stars to SummerSlam to make it feel as big as possible. I've heard a rumor of The Undertaker, but I think that's been proven false. I don't think it's The Undertaker at all. I think it's done. If I'm gonna guess, I'm guessing Braun Strowman attacks Roman Reigns to start the show. So, Reigns comes out, he cuts a heelish promo. I mean, he's cutting a babyface promo to the people who like him. He's being a heel to people who hate him, so he's going to get booed. Joe interrupts, they have a brawl, and I think Reigns gets the better of him, hits a surrey punch, Joe retreats, so I'm assuming we're getting the main event. And I believe, in my opinion, I think Braun Strowman's coming out to attack Reigns. And Reigns' his whole big announcement was he's going to challenge the winner for the winner of Brock and Joe at SummerSlam. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I think Brock and Roman's happening at WrestleMania, unfortunately. God help us all. That's unfortunately what's going to happen. I believe Brock Lesnar will beat Joe, but I believe Braun Strowman returns tonight. He beats the shit Roman. He beats Roman at Great Balls of Fire, and I think you get Brock and Braun at SummerSlam. That's my pick. That's what I think is going to happen. So he had Hardys come in, they beat Gallows and Anderson. It was a decent tag match. Gallows and Anderson are jobbers. Match is okay. So when they came back on the commercial, they have this long Goldust Shattered Dreams promo. It was a good promo, I'll give them that. It's just, it's 22 years old. It was so good 22 years ago, but I don't know. I don't need to see this anymore. They're doing something with Archer. I mean, who cares at this point? After that, you have the Drifter in the middle of the ring. He's about to sing. He's getting heel heat. I don't think this is even real heat anymore. I think it's the X-Pac heat. I think this is purely X-Pac heat. It's like, get the fuck out of here, go away. You know, that kind of heat. So he's talking, and then Balor comes out to a decent pop. He's back, finally. He interrupts him, and Drifter gets out of the ring. So I guess Balor's in the match now. So Balor's opponent turns out to be Bo Dallas, and this is very notable, not because we all know Bo Dallas is a jobber. He has long hair now, and he's growing with a beard. The beard is pretty decently sized, and it looks like they might do something with Bray and Bo. He might be, they might do a tag team. They might reform the Wyatt family with Bo Dallas and the stable of Bray Wyatt. I think that's going to happen. The way he was acting this match, he was a lot more sinister, a lot more dirty. He's not that chicken shit. He was more of a badass, vicious heel. So I think that's a possibility. Balor got the win. Match was okay. After that, they did that stupid thing with Corey Graves again. He's on his phone with the whole thing with Kurt Angle. I don't even care about that anymore. Then they showed an amazing commercial. I have to give him credit. This was an awesome trailer for the WWE 2K18 video game. Made me very interested in the game. That was just an awesome commercial with basically what it was they were showing all this like this warehouse of WWE merchandise with all these legends like Undertaker, Andre, Ric Flair, like so many more, Triple H, all these legends, and someone took a baseball bat and burnt them all and just destroyed everything, threw it downstairs, and he lights the whole thing on fire. And then when we see the guy walking out, it turns out to be Seth Rollins, and he's in the video game. So the Kingslayer. So Rollins, then they announced it on. He actually announced it this morning on ESPN. He's on the video. He's on the cover of the video game, and now he's out to do a promo, which it's going to be interrupted by Bray Wyatt. So who gives a shit about that? So they show Kurt Angle backstage at Corey Graves. They're still confused about the text. I mean, we all know it's Triple H and stuff. Can we just get this over with? So they're interrupted by Enzo and Cass, and Kurt is he's a little bit angry with Enzo. He goes, "How could you send that tweet out to Conor McGregor?" I hope this is not a thing in which they do. They try to have Enzo call out Conor McGregor. That was actually kind of a nice line, but I hope this isn't something when they're trying to get Conor McGregor to come in. They use fucking Enzo Amore to call out Conor McGregor or whatever. There's clearly dissent between Enzo and Cass. We can tell. I mean, the split's going to happen soon. So, Seth Rollins now is in the ring. I'm sure Bray Wyatt's going to interrupt. Who gives a fuck about Bray anymore? Rollins comes out. He talks about the video game. He talks about some of the trial tribulations he's had to get there. Fans chant that stupid "you deserve it" chant, which I despise, and Bray Wyatt cuts a promo. I didn't give a shit at anything he said. Didn't pay attention to one word he said. Comes out, Seth goes a crossbody. Seth actually cut his face open a bit, and he walks off, making Bray look like a complete loser, which he is. Bray is the biggest loser. He is the eater of pinfalls. Yeah, I'm sick of seeing him. I just don't want to see Bray Wyatt anymore. I am so done with him. I just don't even want to. I just wish there's some of these guys I just don't want to see on my TV anymore. And whenever I see him on the TV, it makes me want to change the channel. It's Bray. Bray's becoming one of those guys I want to change the channel when I see him now. They keep doing the stuff with Corey Graves and Angle. I just don't care about this. They do a backstage interview of Balor, and he gets attacked by the Drifter, Elias Sampson. We're going to get a fucking robbery with this. I think the Drifters might beat Finn Balor. That is fucking bullshit. The Drifter is a fucking bum. Elias Sampson's terrible. He gets go away. He is fucking trash. He has no talent. He had no talent in NXT. And I'm afraid he's going to beat Balor. So I'm so disgusted with creative right now. Cruiserweight's on, which means piss break. One thing I forgot to mention about the Balor, when he got attacked by Samson, the guy who the agent jumped on him, he says, "Get out of here, get some help." It was Devon Dudley, and it took a while for the crowd to notice. And once they picked up on it, they popped. So that was funny. Devon out of nowhere backstage. That was kind of funny. So just randomly saw Titus O'Neil doing a Bruce Buffer impression. Yeah. Gonna mute this one and go get a drink. Thank God that segment's over now. I think something's happening with Kurt Angle. They showed Curtis Axel with Bo Dallas in the back, and they teased something with The Miz. I hope they're not doing a faction. I really want to see Bo with Bray, but I mean, even though I'm fine Bray extremely blowing, I really don't want to see that faction. I think that would suck. Now we get to see Charlie Caruso, who's looking very busty today and very beautiful as always. She's interviewing Samoa Joe. Oh shit, they're doing Reigns and Joe right now. I thought they were going to do that at the main event, so doing it right now. I don't know if that means Strowman's coming or anything, but that's a little surprising they do it like out of nowhere right now. Interesting. They're still seeing that Kurt Angle spot with Enzo and Cass. Maybe Cass turns on Enzo in the main event tonight. We still haven't seen any of the women. I don't know what they're doing with the women. I don't know if they're going to be on the show, but I thought this should be the last segment. So the match was very long. I nearly fell asleep for a while. And then all of a sudden, the Titantron, we see an ambulance backing up backstage. And roar! He's back. Braun Strowman is back. Joe chokes out Reigns, so Joe beats Reigns. Doesn't beat him cleanly, but he does beat Reigns. Strowman comes in, and I thought he was going to kill Roman like that time when he tipped him over in the ambulance, and he killed him. Instead, he just chokeslams him and challenges Roman to a match. Great balls of fire in the ambulance match. I got that right. I think Braun's going to win that match, and I think he's going to face Lesnar at SummerSlam and lose. But Roman's going to eventually win this rivalry as usual because it's Roman. But it was cool to see Braun come back. I just wish that I really wish we'd get Brock and Braun at WrestleMania and have Braun win the belt. But anyway, it's cool to see Braun back. Definitely a highlight of Raw. After that, now we're getting a Miz TV segment, Maurice. I swear, if we have to see that fucking bear again, I'm going to flip. So, it's the exact same segment. Except Miz pisses off Maurice again. Ambrose comes out. He beats up Miz. He destroys the grandfather clock. And two bears are in the ring. They beat up Miz. And it's Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. So we now have a new faction. Miz, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel. God help us all. That fucking sucks. They show Kurt Angle trying to investigate what happens with Enzo and Cass. I think they're going to do the turn tonight. I think Cass is turning tonight on Raw. Anyway, he's doing it, and they show him with Big Show talking backstage. And where's the woman? I haven't seen any of the women tonight. Any of the female wrestlers. Are they going to even be on the show? Maybe they'll be in a segment, but I haven't seen any of them. Yeah, it's his own. Sheamus beat Titus and Apollo. Nothing much to say there. So they aired this awesome video package of Brock and Samoa Joe. It was a very UFC style promo. It was great. You had Brock, talking, cussing. I thought the promo was excellent. Then after that, Sasha Banks comes out. Very late in the show now. I mean, the crowd, I don't think is too into it. She's facing Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss comes out. She's going to be on commentary. So I think we're really getting Sasha and Alexa. I think they're making a mistake. I think there's some money in that feud. I don't know if maybe not draw money, but I think that can be a long-term feud, a really good women's feud, probably one of the best ones feud you can do in the whole company, because I think there's rumors there's beef there. I don't know if there's beef, because I saw on, maybe they've squashed the beef, or if it's old beef, or I don't know, from NXT, but there seems to be heat there. That's been rumored heavily, so I think they should save that for SummerSlam. They can't save it till WrestleMania. There's not enough. Can't hold them off, but I think they should save it for a while. Anyway, next, Sasha and Nia's neck. Oh, scrolling through Twitter, saw maybe there's not as much heat as we thought. Sasha doesn't mind slapping Alexa's ass. There was a spot on the host show when Sasha they're having a host show match, and she spanked Alexa very hard. That fine ass. Even Sasha couldn't resist that fine ass. Looks like she slapped it pretty hard. That was actually kind of funny. In this match, Nia Jax is terrible. I think Sasha's going to win. Maybe they have Nia win, and they do Alexa and Nia. I don't know what they're doing. And where the fuck is Bayley? They didn't mention Bayley one time. That's concerning. I don't want to go into her Bayley right now, how they fucking killed her, but there is absolutely no mention of Bayley on the show. That was a complete fucking mess. That was a complete disaster. Sasha and Nia, they have a match. They go to commercial, so they're having a match. Emma comes and goes after Alexa. They run into the ring. He calls it a disqualification. And then, the three of them, Emma, Nia, and Alexa, beat up Sasha for a while. Then Dana and Mickey come out to no pop. Then Bayley comes out. She gets a pop. So Bayley is finally back. And she cleans house, and then it ends with the 4 baby faces standing tall. They take out the 3 heels. It was just, the crowd was dead. This was a fucking mess. He might as well bring out the old diva stopwatch for this. The Raw women are divas now. That match was 2 seconds. That was a diva segment. That was just something to get everyone on the show. That was fucking trash. So now I think Cass is turning on Enzo in this spot. That woman's segment, that was just so lazy. So cheap. It was late on the show. It was so fucking terrible. It's Vince McMahon doesn't know how to book women. There's right back where they were 3 years ago. All that work the fans made, hijacking all the shows, to give Raw women a chance, give SmackDown women a chance, give Divas a chance, whatever, and it's already back where they once were. So Big Cass does turn on Enzo. It's kind of sad. I remember just looking at it thinking, man, I couldn't remember how over they were in NXT. They were so fucking over. And now it's all over. They did nothing with them on the main roster because Vince McMahon does not know what to fucking do. Can't book these guys. He's infatuated at Big Cass because he has big muscles, even though Big Cass is not a good promo. He cut a great promo tonight, but on his own, I don't know. I don't trust Big Cass to be a good promo on his own. Vince couldn't resist giving him a singles push. He'll probably give up on him in a few months. That's what I expect. But the old man's out of touch. He completely botched these guys. These guys were going to be superstars. It's kind of sad looking back on NXT how fucking over these guys were. Should have been together for like another year. They were so fucking over in NXT, and oh my god, just 7-year-old man. Big Cass is going to fail. I just know. You just can tell he's going to fail. They're making a mistake, and the old man's out of touch. They blew it with these guys so bad. They could have been such big stars, and oh my god. I don't know, mate. I hope Big Cass does so. I like Big Cass, but this was such a disaster. Kind of gave me the vibes of when the Shield broke up, but it's not that I want these guys to fail. I felt like they just blew it with these guys. The Shield, they hit a home run, and it was fine to break them up. But here, they really dropped the ball with Enzo and Cass as a team. And I think that's what we'll look back on, is how bad they really fucked up with them. They really could have been a special tag team.